My name is Meri, and I am so excited to talk to you about my career as a professional dancer. Yes, you heard that right. You can be a professional dancer, and I'm happy to tell you all about what it means to be a professional dancer, what a day in my life looks like, and how to get to that point. In dance, we have hip hop, we have ballet, we have jazz, musical theater, and tap dance. There are all different kinds of genres. If you're interested in being a dancer, a great place to start is getting training in a little bit of everything and seeing what really speaks to you and what you love the most. For me, it ended up being contemporary dance, which is kind of the new age form of ballet dance, and then also musical theater styles. You can kind of forge your path anywhere as a dancer if you'd like, but it's helpful to know what city you might be interested in moving to because different cities around the United States have different opportunities. Some of them are more theater dance, like New York, and then some are a little bit more commercial, like hip hop and what you might see in music videos. That's what you get a little bit more of those opportunities for in LA. Let's stick with that and talk about a day in my life as a professional dancer. Most days it's really great on a dance day for me to take a class. You will never be done learning if you're a dancer. You always have to keep your craft in shape and your technique on point. You're like an athlete in that way. The other thing about going to class that's really important is it's a huge networking opportunity. It's really important because the community of dancers is quite small. Not many people out there in the world are a dancer, so we want to get to know each other and feel like we're in this together. And then through the grapevine, you learn of other opportunities. So it's important to be plugged in, and going to class is a great way to remain plugged in. Just keep putting your face in front of other dancers. Maybe you make friends that way, or just good acquaintances who might remember you the next time that they have a dance opportunity come up and they think, what dancers do I know who are great? Oh, I met this one dancer in that hip hop class once and she was fantastic. I'm going to give her a call for this job. That's the way that you get jobs a lot of the time. The other portion of the time, you'll be auditioning for your jobs. And at that audition, they want to teach you their own choreography and see how it looks on you and how quickly you can pick it up. You do have to have some flexibility to your day when you know an audition is on the calendar, because it might take an hour, it might take 6 hours. The rest of your day will probably include a little bit of engaging in your other streams of income. As a dancer in America, you're most likely to be what we call a freelancer or an independent contractor instead of a traditional employee who has a salary at one company and they work 40 or more hours a week at that one company. I find that really exciting, and it gave me a lot of autonomy over what kind of dance projects I wanted to do. But it meant that it was very smart to have another stream of income or two coming in to support you so that you can plan a little bit better. Because you might not know, after my dance gig next week, will I have another gig for 2 months, or will it be 6 months before I have another dance performance gig? For me, what ended up being the perfect additional stream of income was to be a fitness instructor. It's so related to what we love most, which is movement, right? You get to sweat, you get to work out and get paid to work out, and you get to engage with a community of other people who like to move their bodies too. When I do have a dance gig, it can vary. Sometimes you'll have a gig that rehearses once or twice or 3 times a week in the city that you live in, and it's a local choreographer, but gigs sometimes take you away from home when you're a performer too. There are cruise ships, there are tours with musical artists who need backup dancers, tours that are national and international of different musicals that need dancers in the ensemble, and the list goes on and on and on. That pretty much would conclude a day in the life of a dancer in LA. I did just move here, but I spent a lot more time dancing in New York, and my days would look very similar. A lot of the time in New York, I would get up in the morning and I would have to go put my name on an audition list. There are so many people in New York who love to dance that we all have to wait in line for our turn to be seen at auditions. I highly recommend that you have a social media presence. If you have a bit of a social media presence, if choreographers are doing research on Instagram or on TikTok and they come across your account, that's another way to introduce yourself to them. It is certainly possible to have dance be your career. It might not look like a traditional career, right? But that's very exciting, and there are ways to manage that and make it happen. If you feel passionate about it, keep up with your dance training, or if you're interested in getting started, get started with your dance training. Thank you so much for tuning in. Saying goodbye from Los Angeles. Thank you so much for your attention, and best of luck to all of you. Bye-bye.